Hey everyone, today I will be ranking all the Daft Punk songs. Not a political video today, but I'm a huge fan of Daft Punk. I occasionally make a video about them, and today I will be ranking every single one of their songs except the Alive, Alive 1997 and Alive 2007 records. They're not really, they were performances, and, I agree that their songs, they're actually really good. The thing is, I love the Alives, the Alive 2007s, but I just don't want to. So, but other than that, I will be ranking everyone. So, like, for example, if I'm talking about Alive 2007, where is it? I don't see it. But they did one with Television Rules the Nation and Around the World, and it was just so much better than Around the World and Television Rules the Nation. So with that, let's get into this video. So first is Phoenix. First we have our Homework album, and then we have Discovery album, and then we have Human After All, then we have Random Access Memories, then they have their singles from the Homework days. So we start off with their first album, Homework. Phoenix is actually a really chill song compared to others like Rock and Roll, which we'll get to next, and where is it? Daft and Direct and Rollin' and Scratchin'. So I like that. I really like more of their chill songs, because when they make a chill song, it's awesome. It's really good. It always comes out great. So Phoenix I will put at B, because it's nothing special. I'm sorry, to start off with one that I don't like, but this is one of the few Daft Punk songs I don't like. I do not like Rock and Roll. It's just too crazy. They have too many sounds in it, and I would just not want to listen to it. So WTPK 83.7 FM is actually so cool, and it's so underrated. It's just this quick little Daft Funk thing that they did, and it was on the radio to promote their album in Europe. But what's awesome about it is that they put it on the album. I think that's so cool to have, a piece of history on the album. I'm sure it's only 20 seconds, but still, it's awesome that they put it on the album. But then again, it's not a song. It's only 20 seconds, so I will put it in B. Funk Ad is actually pretty good. It's only 20 seconds, but it was also on the radio. And, these are the two songs that they put on the radio. And that's just so cool. And what's also cool is that it's defunct backwards, and it's still an amazing song. So that tells you that defunct must be really good. If you play it backwards, it's still pretty good. So defunct is an instant classic. It's S tier. It was their first big hit. Next is Around the World, one of their most famous songs, probably third or fourth. That's going in S tier. So, such a classic, such a Daft Punk classic. How could you not put it in S tier? Indo Silver Club is really underrated. Definitely one of the more chill songs on this album, and it's just great. The tune is great. Alive, not so much. That's going in C. There's really nothing special. Revolution 909, I love the name, and you'd think it's some crazy thing like Rock and Roll or Rollin' and Scratchin', but it's not. It's not that crazy. They've got good sounds going on here, and I will put it in B tier. Teachers I'll also put in B. It's just a pretty funny song. They have a really high-pitched voice, and they have a really low-pitched voice saying the same lyrics at the same time. So it sounds pretty cool. But what I really love is that it's all of their inspirations. It's just so cool that they put that in one video, so we know what their inspirations, or who their inspirations were, today. Fresh is not very good. I'm putting that in D. I don't see anything special about it. High Fidelity, nothing special, but a bit better than Fresh. That'll go in C. Daft and Direct, I don't like much. That's in D. Burnin', again, kind of just crazy sounds all thrown together. It's not that good. Rollin' and Scratchin' is one of the others that I don't like. That's going in F. I really just would not listen to the song ever. It's not good at all. And Oh Yeah isn't anything special either, but it is better than Rock and Rollin' and Scratchin'. That will go in D. So Homework album is probably, I would say, the worst Daft Punk album, or second to worst. But now we're going on to the best, Discovery. So number one is Veridis Quo. This one used to be my favorite Daft Punk song, not anymore, because after I found others, it's going in A tier. Great tune, great sound that they have for that tune to do. That's how it goes. but it gets very repetitive, and it really doesn't need to be 6 minutes. Next is Crescendo. It's definitely an underrated Daft Punk song. It's pretty club-y, I guess you could say, club-like. It's good and all, but it really doesn't deserve S-tier material. Voyager does, though. This is definitely one of the underrated Daft Punk songs. It's awesome. The tune, the rhythm that they have there is so good. And it just gets, it doesn't feel repetitive at all. High Life is okay. I'll put that in B, Nothing that good. One More Time is a classic, but, honestly, the samples are really good, and I think that will give it extra points to put it in S. But it's, anyone who says One More Time is the best Daft Punk song really hasn't listened to all of them, frankly. And, it's just, I like Voyager better than One More Time, in my opinion. Something About Us is definitely a great one. The voice that they have singing the lyrics is really great. It's just a good song. Superheroes is definitely one of the more club songs that they have, but it's really a good tune. Samples that they have are pretty good, and I love the drum roll in the beginning. So that is, probably not. Nah, it's not on the same level as Voyager. So that will be A. Digital Love, I feel, is very overrated. A lot of people have it as their number one. But then again, the samples are amazing. But they didn't copy. It's more than sampling, in my opinion. And that takes a lot of points off. It really is an extremely similar tune to where that sample came from. I can't think of the name. But it's too similar. I don't like how they did that. Too Long is too long. It's 10 minutes. No one wants to sit through a 10-minute song. So, it's cool and all, but I'm putting that with C. I really don't like it. Face to Face is definitely a Daft Punk classic. The lyrics, it's actually one of their few songs that has, a lot of lyrics. Pre-Random Access Memories, so that's going in S. Definitely a great song. Short Circuit is very underrated, but then again, it's not S, but the tune, or it's very catchy, and I'll put it in A. Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger is one of my favorite Daft Punk songs. That will be an S. Definitely an instant classic. Aerodynamic is awesome, and it's simply the rhythm that they have. The rhythm, or whatever you want to call it, is awesome. Go listen to Aerodynamic. That's one of the best Daft Punk songs. Night Vision is really underrated, but in the album, you've got Face to Face, High Life, all these high energy songs all clumped together. There's 4 really high energy songs, and then comes Night Vision. That's really what you need on the album. Alright, Night Vision, it's just rain with some synthesizers. It's in a slight, I believe, drum beat. It's so good. It really is. So we are done with Discovery, and you could see how much more I like Discovery than Homework, right? But doesn't mean Homework isn't good, but yeah. Anyway, let's get into Human After All, the most hated Daft Punk album, but I think it's pretty underrated. Brainwasher, I don't like at all. It's pretty scary. Brainwasher, and I'll just do it now. Brainwasher and Steam Machine, they are just 2 scary songs, and they're scary to listen to. They're very frightening. They were F. I would never listen to them. I did once, of course, but I don't want to listen to them again. Primetime of Your Life is also a bit frightening, but I think that's just because I watch it with the music video often, which is really scary. And, the beginning is great, where it says, prime time of your life, go and do it now, blah, blah, blah. Prime time of your life. That part's great, but then at the end, the lyrics, or the guy singing it says, lie, and then it just goes on and on and on for 2.5 minutes. And it just gets higher and higher pitched, and it's weird. It's like someone's going to explode, like that. So that takes a lot of points off, and that's going in C. Technologic is really a classic. A lot of people's favorite Daft Punk song. Really, the lyrics are awesome, and what's actually pretty cool is that we uncovered recently that if you take down the high voice on, if you make it down to a normal lower voice, it's actually Thomas singing it. Thomas from Daft Punk, Thomas and Guy Manuel. One of them singing it sounds exactly like him. So that's awesome. So that gets a lot of points that Thomas was singing it, so that's an A tier. Human After All is one of my favorite Daft Punk songs. Really, it's 1, 2, or 3. It's such a good song. And it doesn't feel repetitive, unlike a lot of Daft Punk songs. Sounds awesome. Make Love is probably the second best Human After All track after Human After All itself. It's such a needed song, and it's crazy because this song is so calming and it's such a good tune. And it comes right after Brainwasher, which is just like, blah, 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 it goes crazy. And then you get Make Love, which is absolutely crazy, in my opinion, that it comes right after. But such a good song. Robot Rock, definitely a favorite. It's going in S. They've got a great tune. But I'm actually moving it down to A because they copied it a lot from the sample that they got it from. It's more than a sample. It's another one of these. On Off is so underrated because this is just 20 seconds of a TV flipping through channels, and I've heard that people say sometimes that just so they could have 10 tracks instead of 9. That's probably true, but it's still underrated because, like, who does that? Only Daft Punk, so it's not going in F, it's going in B. Emotion is a great song on Human After All. I listen to it frequently. Definitely one of the more calming songs on Human After All. Now I'll put that in S. Television Rules the Nation, I'll put an A because it's not quite on the level of Human After All, Make Love and Emotion, but still a great song, and I love how they sing about television ruling the nation. I mean, who does that, Alright, so now, many people's favorite Daft Punk album, Human After All. So, The Game of Love this is probably going to rank just as high as Discovery. Game of Love, A, such a good song. Beyond, A, not quite as material on these, but still great tunes. Contact is pretty good. I'll put that at A. Give Life Back to Music is definitely S. It was the album starter, and really, it was a good decision to start this album. It's a really good one. It's really catchy. It gets stuck in your head. Georgie by Moroder is definitely S. I love the talking in the beginning. That's awesome that they had him do that. And then the futuristic kind of future funk, the rest of the song. It's like that. Get Lucky is definitely S. How could you not put it in there? So popular on the radio. Everyone, if they didn't know who Daft Punk was, they then knew them then. And they got a Record of the Year for Get Lucky, and they got Album of the Year, largely due to Get Lucky. So that will be S. Within is one of my favorite Daft Punk songs. That is an easy S. I listen to it almost every single weekday, which might sound insane, but when I listen to music in school, this is the first thing that I play. It's probably in my top 3, definitely top 5. I love the piano. I love how Random Access Memories was very instrumental, sorry. And it's about depression, it's actually about something of substance, so I will put that in S. Instant Crush, how could you not love Instant Crush? It gets stuck in your head so easy. It's a great tune. Lose Yourself to Dance is also great. I think it's very underrated. I thought that it would just have just as high of a chance of going, crazy on the radio than Get Lucky. I think they're both very good. Doing It Right, I mean, I love it and I love the lyrics and all, but really it's not S-tier material. That's going to be A. Fragments of Time I like a lot. I'm going to put that in A. Motherboard is also very good. I'm going to put that in S. Definitely very chill track that I really love. Touch I don't like, and I'm putting it in D. And I shouldn't say might. You're almost going to definitely be like, what, if you're a Daft Punk fan? And I am too. But it's the voice in the beginning that goes on for so long and is so unnecessary. And it gets, demonic, the voice, after a while. I hate the touch. I remember touch. Touch. I remember touch. It goes on for so long, it's so unnecessary. Horizon, pretty good. A. So look at that. All Random Access Memories are in S or A. And then we have touch in D. So these ones, I have not even listened to all of them. So I can't do any that I haven't listened to. I have listened to the New Wave and Assault. Assault was not, neither were good. You're going to get mad. And I have not even listened to this one, or that one. So I will do that. But so this is the final tier list. Take a screenshot or just pause the video and look at it. So in S tier we have Daft Punk, Around the World, Voyager, One More Time, Something About Us, Face to Face, Harder, Better, Fast, Stronger, Aerodynamic, Human After All, Make Love, Emotion, Give Life Back to Music, Georgie by Marauder, Get Lucky, Within, Instant Crush, Lose Yourself to Dance, and Motherboard. In A, we have Funkhead, Indo Silver Club, Veritas Quo, Crescendo, Superheroes, Digital Love, Short Circuit, Night Vision, Technologic, Robot Rock, Television Rules the Nation, The Game of Love, Beyond Contact, Doing It Right, Fragments of Time and Horizon. In B, we have Phoenix, WTPK 87.3 FM, Revolution 909, Teachers, High Life and On Off. In C, we have Alive, High Fidelity, Too Long, and Prime Time of Your Life. In D, we have Fresh, Daft and Direct, Burnin', Oh Yeah, and Touch. And in F, we have Rock and Roll, Rollin', Scratchin', The Brainwasher, and Steam Machine. So thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all later.